Hi, what's up YouTube? How's it going? Now, I want to do a little experiment, just running the Sentient Anomaly in Railjack missions. I want to try it with Xaku because, of course, his first ability, Zartar's Whisper, is meant to do void damage, which is meant to be good against Sentients. So, haven't done a Railjack mission for a while, and I thought I will give it a go. And here's the build I'm going to be using. You can see Xaku's stats at the bottom. Yeah, I'm just going to jump straight in. I need to teleport to my Railjack, of course, which is Drydock. There we go. Let me show you what I'm using on my Railjack too. We're going to be doing this solo, as it says in the title of the video. So you can see what I'm actually using on my Railjack. I'm using the Vidor APOC weapons. I have max intrinsics, whatnot. Avionics, if you want to pause the video and you ever want to copy that, because, you know, that's basically the build that I've settled on for a long ass time. So I'm just going to fill up my payload and let's do this. Why not? Right, so we're inside the Railjack. Let's go to select a mission. Hopefully it's on one of the easier nodes, which it is, fighter level 34 to 36, which is definitely one of the easier levels. So yeah, just going to be trying to blast through this mission as quickly as possible with not much help. We're on solo, so let's try and do this. Of course, I've done Railjack plenty of times. Scarlet Spear was generally been one of my favourite activities in this game for a while. Unfortunately, it didn't last that long. It only lasted a month. Actually brought me, some friends and my clan together to actually work on helping people do. Ooh, we got the nice skybox. Right, let's try and kill all the fighters as quickly as possible. There we go. I actually forgot to use my ability. Just shooting nothing there. Nice. He deserves a rocket. So I'm just going to try and catch them all as they spawn. Drop my munitions vortex, which is my first ability. I can just shoot it. It builds up damage. Then I can just release all the damage that it builds up, and it just slaughters everybody pretty much. Make sure I collect all the resources too. Titanium can be hard to come by sometimes. There we go, just gonna jump in here, kill them all. Railjack feels so nice now, it's actually been updated quite a few times. It's so easy to actually kill enemies. Especially with a really good Railjack build like this. So easy to kill everything, and you know, but I just don't really die very often too in my actual Railjack. So, makes it a lot easier to do missions and blast them all out. I can actually hit that guy. Nice! Now I have some cruise ships here. I always save them until last and just fly around to each one. And I just remembered I am using the wrong Arcwing, which isn't brilliant, but I guess we'll be fine. Normally I use the Amisha Arcwing because the first ability basically makes you invulnerable from damage. But I've accidentally got the Elytra Arcwing on, which isn't brilliant. As you can see on the left too, the only objective that we have is Investigate Anomaly, which is good. That means we don't have to go into any other objectives and do that, so this mission is going to be a lot shorter than it could be. Which is good. I don't like doing long ass missions in Railjack. They take the piss. Right, that's all the fighters dead, so we're just going to clear the rest of them up. There we go. I'm going to use Void Cloak, just so we can save the Railjack from being damaged for a while. And now we're going to try and board all the cruise ships. So we're going to board the first one through the Railjack's cannon. And we're just going to try and do all this as fast as possible. There we go. Okay. Normally I do this with my Ogress and it kills the erect. It calls in one shot, but the Xaku takes 3. Which is still not bad. Looks like we've got boarding parties on the way to our Railjack. So when we get back, we're going to be greeted with a little bit of company. There we go. 2 cruise ships. So this is literally all you have to do with cruise ships. Just keep flying to each one, take out the core, just dodge all the enemies. Easy as that, really. Obviously it's super quick if you've got ciphers. I dash my Tenno every time because I've also got the Nurix, so every time I do that it gives me energy. Okay, that took 4 shots because I kind of messed up the first one. Right, that's the 3rd cruise ship. Let's go to the 4th one. Wherever it is. There's one here. Yeah, when flying towards the cruise ship, you just got to try and dodge all the projectiles that get fired out at you. You don't want to get hit by them things because they do a lot of damage. Of course, if you've got the Misha Arc Wing, you don't have to worry about that because you're invulnerable, but with the Elytra, you are not. Is it Elytra? Elytron. Okay, well, that was close enough.
Reading large translation signature. Cruise ship. The enemy have reinforced.
Either I'm killing the cruise ships very quickly, or maybe I didn't actually kill one of them.
One cruise ship.
Okay, so this is the 5th one. So then one more, and then that's all the cruise ships sorted. Here's the last one. Try and dodge all of his projectiles, because I prefer not to die, honestly. And of course we've got to reload. Right, use my Omni tool and we can go straight back to our Railjack. And like we said, so I'm going to use my Tenno with his abilities to group all the enemies together. Then we're going to dash with Volcano Lockdown to put them to sleep. And then we'll steal all the weapons. Make them pretty much harmless. The Xaku will make very light work of them. I don't think I've got reach on my Paracesis, which I normally run reach on most things, but I guess I don't on this. Right, so that's everything dead. So now we can just go to the Sentient Anomaly, which is, of course, the Murex. Big sentient ship. I don't think it's necessarily a spoiler. Not really too bothered about picking everything up in this, because I've already got a ridiculous amount of items from Railjack, so I'm not actually particularly bothered about it.
Sentient structure.
So we're just going to fly inside here. We're actually upside down right now.
Crew. Infiltrate and sterilize. Leave no
So we're just going to exit.
Operational. Tenno disembarking.
And this is where we're going to encounter all the Sentients. So I'm hoping my Xaku will do a lot of damage on this. Yep, that is a fairly fat amount of damage right there. Normally I would use my kick gun, because my kick gun is generally one of my hardest hitting weapons in the game. It's got a very juicy ribbon on it, and it's just generally built very well. Now it's not actually showing us where to go, which is irritating. There we go. So, of course, we could have chose out 3 different doors there. We get the right door last. Annoying. And then we can just snipe all the Sentients at this point. Once they're actually hit with a void bubble, they can't actually shoot out of it, so Gives us a lot more protection. Look at that. That is, yeah. Xaku is pretty much the Sentient Slayer. These are like level 90 Sentients and they're just getting absolutely slaughtered. Normally for this I would use Mesa, but I thought let's give it a try with normal weapons. Mesa, of course, you can use it for ability, build it for corrosive damage, and even though they become resistant to it, the Sentients, you still just absolutely shred them. So the pure DPS that Mesa obviously has. Yeah. This is quite simple. Not even using any of my other abilities. Let's try my 4th ability on them actually. So they should take even more void damage. I mean, they're dying fast enough already. This guy was bred to be annoying. There we go. Of course, we've got the Paracesis too, because, you know, literally the sentient killing sword. Strips all of their immunities once they get hit by it, so would be silly not to use it. Use my, okay. If I use the second ability, it completely shreds them. You see how all the limbs of the sentient actually fell off? Like, it could not use any weapons. That was from the second ability. If I do it again, and then they just, the only thing they can do then is run away. Wow. Okay, where was this Warframe when Scarlet Spear was a thing? That would have been extremely useful. Alright, Symbolist has given us a little bit of trouble. So I'm just going to use my ability. Let's try my kick gun. Alright, I don't want to die here, that would be terrible. I mean, the Paracesis is already really strong, and then if you buff it with even more void damage, that's pretty much the sentient slaying sword at its finest. Now, my kick gun doesn't actually have a lot of status chance on it, so it's not going to proc many void bubbles on them. That's the only downside about it. Good thing about the Shakura is that it has a decent status chance. So the void damage always procs on them. I suppose I can break the crystal for old time's sake. Why not? We have the Paracesis. That's how I used to get the error quest. Not anymore. Yeah, that's it. That was quite quick. I feel like it's still a lot quicker with Mesa. I could do the same mission with Meta at some point in a different video, I suppose. But yeah, that was short and sweet. I guess we can just head back to the Drydock at this point. There we go. Again, I'm not really too bothered about collecting all the other items and whatever. Head back to the Drydock, see what items we've got from that. Why not? Hello, Smeeta. And I suppose I could show you guys my Drydock too. If you didn't know, I have my own clan, and I've designed the whole dojo for it, and it's looking quite nice. Our clan now is Mountain Clan, and it's a ridiculous amount of resources to actually build decorations. It's kind of ridiculous, and I always feel guilty about asking people to donate to decorations because it's not actually improving their gameplay in any way whatsoever, and it's really expensive. The only thing it does is make the dojo look cool. So, but end of the day, it's all worth it, I guess, you know, because I do want to be a featured dojo at some point, which would be quite nice. That is the goal. But yeah, this is our Drydock. It's pretty cool. It's like a big hangar style area. Got a little fighter down there. We built this whole room, meant to be like a command center, and then we've just got loads of storage and little hangars. The only annoying thing about the Drydock is that the capacity for decorations is really, really low. But anyway, yeah, that was a cheeky little mission. If you enjoyed it, obviously drop a like, and probably going to do the same mission with different Warframes at some point. So, yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.